I've spotted something.
Someone worked hard to keep this place secret. Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Uh-huh. There's something behind this painting.
I've spotted something. Careful now. That's a trap.
You are no Magister, no Paladin either. Resourceful of you to breach our inner circle. I'm sure Marwell must be fuming. Tell me, does Arx still stand? Lately I was investigating possible threats to Arx. My inquiries led me to suspect that a Dwarven enclave was planning something significant from within the city's sewers. They've long used the sewers for smuggling contraband, but something changed recently. They seemed nervous. More guards, more hidden chambers, more secrets. I fear that an attack against the city might be imminent. Good Queen Justinia seeking to take advantage of the disarray in the Order, perhaps. The dwarves ransacked a Divine Order ship recently. The Peacemaker. A vessel like that is commonly used for safely transporting shipments of death fog. If that's what they're hiding down there, then they must be stopped. There was nothing of great importance, just some restricted goods. It's whatever else they have that concerns me.
The spirit offers you a wry smile.
I'm in a poor position to keep tabs on the living. All I know is that Dallas arrived in the city with a sizable retinue of my white magister brethren accompanying her. What happened? I followed orders, that's what. Magister Raymond decreed that no white magister should fall into captivity, no matter what. Better a quick poison than a sloppy thrust from the Paladin blade, anyway. Of course, he's the commander of the white magisters in Arx.
Look out. I see a trap nearby. Careful. I've spotted a trap. Careful now. That's a trap.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Look out. I see a trap nearby. Ah, there's something behind this painting. More Magister trickery. They must have many secrets to go to all these lengths. That didn't sound successful. That didn't sound successful. Careful now. That's a
Careful.
trap.
I've spotted a trap.
Sight's gone. Where's the dreamer in the bones? There's got to be a way out of this blasted armor. I wish I knew.
Hello, gorgeous.
Bright eyes flashing eagerly, Ifan leans in to kiss you. Ifan steps closer, pressing into you with the whole length of his body as he wraps strong arms around you. He's so warm, and a rich scent rises from him, storms and leather. He kisses you like a man starved, then nuzzles into your neck, scratching your skin with his beard. It tingles wonderfully. Just as you're wondering if he's going to take you right here and now, he pulls away with clear regret.
I know. We've got work to do. So, what did you want to talk about?
Ifan claps you on the shoulder and beams at you, affection for you plain in his eyes.
Look out. I see a trap nearby. Careful. I've spotted a trap. Ah, there's something behind this painting. Careful. I've spotted a trap. Careful now. That's a trap. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. That didn't sound successful. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. That didn't sound successful.
The list in the records is a long one. It bears many familiar names. People you met, people you fought, people who were kind to you. Most, it seems, you will never see again.
Further proof that the Divine Order is anything but civilized.
These people deserve better than being stuck in Fort Joy in the name of the Divine.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. That didn't sound successful. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. That did the trick, by the sound of it.
Lucky find. So much effort to maintain secrecy.
Godwoken. I should have known it would be you in the end. Uninvited guests lurking about, it seems.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Hurts, doesn't it? Into the dark with you.
The wheels are already in motion, Godwoken. My death changes nothing. Dallas will prevail. Dallas is so very close to her goal. She must be at the cathedral as we speak, hovering above Lucian's holy corpse, the Aetherin in hand. At last she will purge the powers of the gods still raging within. This is how Lucian, even in death, will become the savior of us all. With him, all source will wither. With him, divinity itself will die. No source, no voidwoken, remember, sorcerer? That is what we promised from the start, a cure that will save the world. We will redeem Rivellon. No longer will you and your divine ambitions stand in our way.
Raymond's spirit smiles. The fanatical gleam in his eyes makes him look almost alive once more.
This world is rotten, and the rot started with the gods. We will all be better off without them. You should just stand aside and let it happen. But you won't, will you? Do you even know what you do with these powers that you chase? It's power-hungry fools like you that have made our actions so necessary. Rivellon needs to be saved from your ilk. Farewell, Godwoken. Enjoy the prestige of being amongst the last of your kind.
The spirit of a magic...
Your time is over.
One of these books.
Kem looks about, then returns his eyes to you and gives you an imperious nod.
With that out of the way, I'm sure you've prayers to submit and acquaintances to greet. My paladins will see to any further concerns. Goodbye now. Is that so?
What else are they hiding?
Perhaps she thought to convince the Keeper, Lord Ahu, to allow her entry. A foolish plan for more reasons than I can list. I wonder... Well, anyway, it looks like I will need to deal with the witch myself. It's been a long time coming. But please, take this as a token of the Paladin's gratitude. You were invaluable once again. Now leave us to do our work. You have done fine work here, friend. Do not spoil it with stupidity. Dallas is of the Divine Order. She is our responsibility. The Paladins will handle this. Stay if you must, but do not touch anything. Paladins, turn this place upside down. I want every nook, cranny, and spiderweb examined. If there's nothing else, we have a lot to do. Here? Now? This is hardly the time or the place. Who can truly know a diseased mind? Although much as I despise, she fought... Be quick! I've other matters at hand. I am not a library book to be perused at your leisure. Speak, then. My time is precious. Enjoy the city. books and letters everywhere. It'll take ages to comb through.
They must have left some evidence. Why else try to burn it?
Get to it or get moving. Now that you're all done, why don't you just skedaddle on out of here? Now that you're all done, why don't you just skedaddle on out of here? If you've got some fight in you, then I've got what you need.
Shoo, you flea bag, shoo!
Suspect in Alexander murder found dead in Driftwood.
Get yourself geared up.
Business must be booming for you, all them broken weapons.
Dead magisters don't tend to buy weapons.
Still, the paladins.
Paladins don't need them either. They took the weapons off the dead magisters.
Get out of here, you dirty mutt! Roll up, don't be shy!
Got sword and shield over here.
Cracking sighted at sea. Several ships missing.
My life's work. Defeated by some nobody.
The spirit vanishes.
He's just a child.
Be wary, stand tall, Seekers, for we hold madness captive.
Be quick about it, old friend. I don't have much attention to spare. I serve the Seekers in death as I did in life. 5 wicks, 5 wardens, and 1 mistake, caged and muted.
The unlit candle nearby flickers briefly to life. The spirit shakes his head and gives you a dismissive wave.
Leave me be. I mustn't falter again.
I just want to go home.
The God Woken has come, as I foresaw, and as I feared. The Seekers have suffered enough for their mistake. For them, for us, turn and go. Not just a mistake, the mistake. It was Gareth that brought him to us. Charon, the first God Woken the Seekers found. He ate our food, he enjoyed our fellowship. We nurtured him and taught him.
We elevated him, presented him to the Order. Here he is, we cried, a claimant to divinity. Lucian's cathedral wouldn't remain empty for long. We were certain of it.
The spirit whips his head towards the caged boy. His eyes narrow, even as the child's widen in apparent terror.
We were giddy, high on our own success. We should have seen the massacre coming, but we didn't. I was the first to die, but hardly the last. Charon is a potent foe. He took to the sky as if on wings of pure source. I might think a wyvern were attacking, had I not seen for myself his raging eyes.
The child whimpers, poking at a paternal instinct you rarely acknowledged.
Lucian's righteous light guided Gareth and Siva. They blinded him, caged him, but the damage was done. The Seekers were disbanded. Dallas was empowered, and we will never know the comfort of the Hall of Echoes. This is our penance, and the Seekers' burden. Don't make light of the Seekers' sacrifices. Walk on. Don't look back. Let the mistake remain where it belongs. In the past. Do not lament.
The spirit shakes his head as you near. He does not wish to speak.
Keep memories.
The spirit offers you a friendly look.
His image and words will cradle.
The spirit acknowledges your...
The flames mustn't be kindled.
Please, I'm so cold.
Please, elf, go.
I wouldn't do anything wrong, mister. You've got to believe me. Let me out, please. I'm not a mistake.
The Magisters put this collar on me because I can make fire with my fingers. Then they just left me here. They're so mean.
The boy's frown turns to a smile, and he beams like the summer sun. Impossibly, your heart stirs at the sight of a young child confined to a cage.
You're so cool. I never saw an elf before. Pop says you can read people's memories if you taste them. Is that true? Aww.
The child squeezes a few tears out. They drip down his face in big, shimmering droplets.
Can you let me out now? I don't think the Magisters are ever coming back. I've been asking myself the same question. They said I did some really bad things, but I'd never do anything wrong. Never, ever. Oh, please, let me out.
You just gotta. Just light those candles. It's easy, I swear.
He gives you a look that is at once hopeful and hopeless. One last tear slides down his impossibly pink cheek. A hungry kitten couldn't look more plaintive.
We shall not be free.
Am I gonna die?
Seekers, take heart. He does no harm.
What's this? I found something.
While the mistake lives, we shall...
Come on, you gotta let me out of here.
Seekers, take heart. It is no harm when we keep watch.
Yes, by all means, let us...
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear.
Keep memories of Lucian close. His image and words will cradle you.
I just want to go home. Please, I'm so cold.
Be wary and stand tall, Seekers. For we hold madness captive.
I wouldn't do anything wrong, mister. You gotta believe me. Let me out, please. I'm not a mistake.
He gives you a look. Bafflement, hopelessness, and innocence radiating from those big eyes. But then, a grin unfurls upon his lips. A grin that does not reach his eyes.
Okay, you got me. The spirits do not lie. So, you see them too. Interesting. That makes you one of the Meister's chosen ones. Siva's standards were always uneven. Looking at me, then looking at you, that hasn't changed.
He laughs, 3 measured chuckles, each a little more disturbing than the last.
You're God-woken, yes? Oh, but it's always so hard to keep track of the names they give you. First sorcerer, then God-woken, all the while dangling another one in front of you. Divine. You want it bad, don't you? You're chasing this thing, this label. Maybe you're trying to save the world. Maybe you're just doing it because they tell you to. The Seekers told me the same thing. They told me I could rise. I could be the next Divine. I fell for it. Well, who wouldn't, eh? I saw the light, but not in the way they'd expected. I heard the voice. Lucian himself. He gave me the truth. He told me to carry it. He made me real. And he showed me Ahu and the Seekers. He showed me that they're traitors. They have him captive, you know. Oh, yes. He's alive, but he's imprisoned. He has instructed me to free him from his enemies. The Seekers doubted me. Lucian told me to express myself, so I did. I showed those Seekers exactly what I could do. Seekers might be faithful, but they sure as hell aren't smart. I've killed many, but there are more. Free me. Free me, God-woken. Release me and receive Lucian's favor. We're God-woken, you and I, practically brothers. Free me, and we'll save Lucian from the traitors. Well, who wouldn't? Charon the Divine, said the Seekers. I was flattered. My ego loved the idea. And the power. I wanted it. I gods damned craved it. And the Seekers delivered it on a silver platter. Gareth couldn't wait to show me off to the Order, the idiot. But that was just my ego. That wasn't really me. This is me. Saving Lucian for the world is my true calling. That and killing Seekers. Same thing, really. Because they're traitors. Yes, the Seekers are traitors. Ahu is a traitor. That whole find a new God-woken thing? All lies. And how do I know that? Lucian told me. He's alive! He's being held by traitors, Seekers, and Ahu too. But you and I, we can save him. Join me, and we'll save the Divine together. A few dozen, at least. Would have been more if the Seekers hadn't proved so sacrificial.
Shame is powerful. Shame destroys authority. I am their mistake. If they were to tell the truth about me, they'd lose their authority. And rightly so, if you ask me. I'll kill them for that, if for nothing else. While the mistake lives, we shall not...
And suddenly, the weeping boy is back, tugging at your heartstrings. Infuriatingly, you feel tears of your own forming in the corners of your eyes.
I'm not a monster. I'm not a monster. I'm just a little boy who's being himself, just like his father told him. I'm not a monster. I'm not.
Can't you help me?
Keep memories of Lucian close.